Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm headed out to the barn to feed everybody. In a minute you're gonna hear the verbal abuse I get every time around this time of the day. But I wanted to answer a question while I'm out here. I received a comment from one of my subscribers, and I wanted to say I'm really looking forward to building this community here on YouTube. I'm new to posting content, and that's one of the biggest reasons I'm doing this is it's fun to kind of collect a community on here and get to know people and share ideas and mostly, hopefully, positivity. Someone's practicing a little range shooting out there. But I think it's really important to not only, just answer people's comments that leave them, but also if there's an opportunity for a lesson to be learned in it, to use that and highlight it. So just a heads up, if you guys leave comments on my videos, I may feature one of them and make a video out of it. So let's see what it is. Oh man, I forgot my gloves, Kels. Forgot my gloves. So anyway, I know I'm not looking right at the camera right now, but hopefully you can hear me through my mic. What I wanted to address was this question right here. I'm trying not to get pecked in the head because I got a turkey above me, but that's Santo, and that was the specimen that was being referred to in the video. But as you can see, he does have what looks like a horn growing down his forehead. So I thought that was a pretty observant thing and a common question that I would think anyone would ask who sees a horn growing down his head. So some goats it's not technically a horn. Some goats are naturally born without horns. Most have horns. And some that are born with horns will have them removed. There's different methods. I don't want to get into it because personally, I'm on the train of not disbudding them. But there are reasons why people do decide to do that. I got them, they were already disbudded. Now, the ranch that I got them from is an amazing ranch, a couple hours south from here in the Bitterroot. And they took great care of their goats. It wasn't a abuse type situation or anything like that. It was definitely, though, not a good job, I guess, is the only way I could put it. They all 6 came from the same farm, and Santo, his brother, 2 of my does, all had scurs grow back kind of in a weird, random way. And what happens is, because of the procedure and the way that they are disbudded, it's kind of like if you smash your thumb up with a hammer, chances are that thumbnail probably isn't going to grow back normal or flat. It's going to have bumps and ridges in it because you've redesigned the mother in it of how it's going to grow. So that's what happens when you take the procedure, that it's cutting nerves and pulling them out, and it's gross. It just kind of damages the growth and how it would just grow naturally. So if it's not done correctly, a lot of times it will grow back, but it'll grow back, and the part that does grow back is called a scur. It's not really a horn. Like Danny still has his horns right there. But he's a sheep, so he's not a goat. But so that's what's happened, and it's really unfortunate when it isn't done properly or well, because, I'm sure you've seen goats that get up and kind of headbutt each other. Maybe I'll find some footage from that I have in my phone and put it into this video. But when they come down, especially like the females, the hormones, if one's in heat, they'll just start banging on each other's heads and I'll come out and there'll be a totally bloody head because it cracks off and then it bleeds. Typically, it's not life or death. I have some stuff. It's like a charcoal powder that you put on in it, kind of coagulates the blood, and hopefully it heals if they stop messing around and headbutting each other. So that is what his is. His brother Roundup, who is this guy right here. Well, Benny, he's like, don't mess with me. I'm eating. He kind of had a similar one. And it recently broke off. And it's kind of, it sucks when it happens because, like I said, it's a lot of blood, but it's actually a relief. So his broke off and he has nothing too crazy. He does have a little nub and yeah, it could get hit. It probably will, but it won't be like when Santo's, eventually that will break off, I'm guessing. It used to stick up like a unicorn and then he hit it, it bled, and now it sits down like that. So eventually he'll headbutt somebody or something and it'll crack off and bleed all over the place and typically look like more drama than it really is. But, I'm sure it leaves quite the headache. The other question, what is I think she said a ram. Is that a goat or a sheep? And a ram is a sheep. Danny is, well, he's a ram, but he's a weathered ram, which means, he can't reproduce. That's why I call him Dan the Half Man. And male goats are called bucks. If they've been, which all mine have, they are also wethers. So male goats are bucks, male sheep are rams. And as far as them being aggressive, that is, I guess maybe in the wild they would be more so, but domesticated sheep are more flight animals, so they are more prone to run from danger than they are to stick around and try and fight. Yeah, and I love having both. They get along together. Their personalities do pretty well, but they really will do exactly what the other one does. And these are all just sort of, right, Dan? He's so handsome. This guy here, he's pretty handsome. He loves me too, huh? Yeah. So because he is a ram, even though he's weathered, which means typically their hormones, when a ram, you see them out in the wild and they're ramming another ram or whatever, that's really hormonal. So just because he is weathered doesn't mean that he wouldn't do that. So, and it's not really a good idea to get to be real friendly with your rams because they lose that fear of you, and then they are more likely to come up and ram on you if you're not paying attention. I'm usually, even though he's very docile, he's so sweet, I'm always aware of where he is and what he's doing. And whenever I do pet him, hey buddy, he's like, come on. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. Oh, Dan. Oh, now you don't want to come over here, huh? Trying to make you a YouTube celebrity. Like these girls, they think they're YouTube celebrities. He doesn't want to. Anyway, I was going to show you if he came over here. Anytime I pet him and give him affection, you don't ever want to rub like here on their forehead because it will, this is all my experience. Again, please, in any of my videos, when I talk information, this is me spending 4.5 years with these animals and what I've read and researched. So I'm no expert. Don't write a book or, film a movie on me or anything. But see, what I like to do is I come under him like this, and I don't do anything that makes him put his head down when he's by me. So we just keep the experience really positive, and just so he's not thinking it would be a good idea to take my leg out, huh? No. And they don't always do it out of like aggressiveness. They do it, it's just instinctual. It's just a thing, huh? You ram Chrissy and Janet all the time, and I'm not talking in the dirty way. You just use your head. Yeah. Oh, loves affection. So anyway, I'm going to let them eat their food and Joey wants in. We're gonna go do our evening walk here. It's getting dark. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I hope you all have a great day.